So greetings. This is an exercise that we're doing on tonal values using a HB pencil. So a single pencil to show that you can use it from about 2H to about 6B. First up, you'll need 7 squares on your paper, and they're just pretty rough. So what we do for the first one, we need to go across the square using really light strokes. And what you want to do is swivel from the elbow, not from the wrist. So don't use this little colouring in thing that people do. Instead, swivel from your elbow and really lightly. It doesn't have to stay inside the square, but you want to cover all of the paper. In order to get the best effect. Yeah? Now if you go quickly across the square, these gaps in between the lines reflect the light from the paper and they diminish what you're trying to achieve. The next square, so that's light all the way across. The next square, we want to push on the way across the square to go light to dark. A little bit Star Wars, a little bit Luke Skywalker. Yes, light to dark. Go dark, Luke. So now, starting to give it a little bit more pressure. A little bit more pressure. Now really push on the pencil. And what you can see is very clearly we've been able to go light to dark, and that's shown us a great range of tonal values. Next exercise, light, dark, light. Same again, just really quickly using your arm, light, a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pressure, lot more pressure. Now back off a little bit, back off a bit more, back off a bit more, back off a bit more. There we have it. So light, light to dark to light. Next one is dark to light. Now that you've practiced, you'll be able to really get into it. So start off really heavy, and then just back up a little bit, just a little bit, and then a little bit more. And by now, your arm should feel like it's almost floating and the pencil is barely touching the paper. Beautiful. So there's tonal variations using hatching. Excellent. So in this next bit, we're looking at cross-hatching. Looking at cross-hatching, and we start off with our 3 squares, same as the initial square, light all the way across, and then we'll cross-hatch that. Then the next one we'll do light to dark to light. Then the next one we'll go dark to light to dark. And in this one it's really important that you try hard to make the middle as light as possible because of the effect that it will have. So here we have to come at it from the opposite angle. So this is a second layer of graphite that goes over the paper, and it works like a lens to prevent the light from reflecting through, and it gives us a texture. You can see the difference between that light one and this light one, where the second layer gives us some texture on it. Light to dark to light, light, bit heavier to light. So you can see that it gets quite intense in the middle, and then finally dark to light. Dark, so press really hard and then back off to light to dark. And what we get from this one, as you can clearly see, is the middle of it starts to glow. And this is the effect that we want, where we can render things to look almost three-dimensional off a piece of paper. All of this using a single pencil, a HB pencil. Thank you. Cheers. How cool is that?